Shalom to the nation of Israel. This is Barazal coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kwadash. The honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and to the hopeful elect, push his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled Examine First and Then Rebuke. It's going to be a quick one, but a very important one nonetheless. Start off Ecclesiasticus 11:7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. So, basically, don't put blame or don't accuse, anyone, until they have examined the truth, until you have looked over the truth, And actually, let's look at the word examined. Examined. Put someone to question in regard to knowledge, competence, or skill, inquire into qualifications or capabilities, inspect or survey something, carefully scrutinize, view, or observe in all aspects with the purpose of forming a correct opinion or judgment. Ooh, I love that one. View or observe in all aspects with the purpose of forming a correct opinion or judgment. So you have to be circumspect of the matter, pretty much, So blame not before thou hast examined the truth in a circumspectively way. Understand first and then rebuke. So look over the truth or the situation, Figure out what actually happened. Understand what happened, Because first you have to look at what happened and then understand it, and then give your judgment, Your opinion or your rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. So don't be quick to respond while someone's trying to explain to you what happened, because you feel like you already know what happened, even though they didn't fully tell you what happened, Or you feel like you know the answer to solve the problem, even though you haven't heard the whole problem, Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. There you go. Because how are you supposed to hear the whole problem if you're interrupting them? Let them finish what they're saying. And then Proverbs 14:15, the simple believeth every word. So someone who's simple-minded, what's the word I'm looking for? Another word for simple. You can say weak-minded, right? The simple believe every word, Mine is weak. It's simple. It's dull. There we go. That's the word. Dull, The dull believeth every word. The simple believe every word, So basically, the simple don't examine or question what someone's telling them, Like the people in this world right now. What's going on out, in this world? They're all simple-minded. They're not questioning anything. I'm talking about the majority of people, because you have the small few that are actually questioning things and that actually know what's going on. But the rest of them don't know, because they're simple-minded. They don't question anything. They don't think upon anything. They don't look into anything. Right? The simple believe every word. So every word that the beast is telling them, they just believe it. But the prudent man looketh well to his going. So the prudent man, which is a man of the Lord, an Israelite man, looks well to his going. So where he walks, where he goes, what he's doing, He's prudent in it. He's diligent in it, in his search, He's circumspect about it, He examines, before he gives a opinion or a judgment on a matter. And then now we're going to go to 1 John. And then one example is for the whole digital awe, or the digital tracking device that they're going to implant in you. The simple, they just believe it. They don't question anything. They just believe that it's there to help them. It's there to make their lives more convenient, which it is to make them more convenient, but at the same time, more convenient as a slave. The prudent are questioning it. The prudent already, well, the real prudent already know what it is, right? And they're avoiding it. First John, because that thing's coming, and if you're gonna be simple-minded or dull-minded, you're gonna get caught up in that storm. First John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit. So don't believe every spirit that comes to you, right? You got to try them. Wow, but try this. But try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. So these prophets, these men that are set up, even in Israel, you need to try those spirits, right? If you really want to know if this man really knows what he's talking about, just ask him questions, right? Test him. If he's really a man of the Lord, right? For this example, should pass the test, no problem. Flying colors, right? That's just one example. Any spirit that comes into your vicinity, right? Don't believe what they're telling you. If someone's trying to tell you a story, don't believe them. Try them, right? And then the last one, we're going to actually jump to 4. Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world, and that is Yahushai. And he is as world, Satan, right? Yahushai is greater than Satan. Even though Satan's on the left-hand side, Yahushai is still greater than him, right? There are of the world, and on top of it, you talk about Esau too. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, right? So people of the world speak of the world. They only talk about worldly things, right? They're simple-minded, right? They believe everything that's of the world. They think it's real life, like everything's real, and that's the only thing there is to it. They don't question anything. They just believe everything because their minds are dull, simple. They are of the world, and they don't examine any situation. They don't have opinions because they don't examine any situation. That's the thing. Right? And if they examine something, they don't examine it properly because they don't get all the information, because they're too impatient and emotional to wait to acquire that information, whether it's through the person, whether it's through research, etc. Right? They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of Yahweh, he that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Right? Right. Because of that, we know the truth, the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. So we know the spirit of someone telling the truth and the spirit of someone telling a lie. Right? Or someone who's wrong. Right? So since we have that ability, because that is spiritual power, for you to fully understand a situation, have better understanding of the situation, you need to, not cut someone off, let them finish what they're saying, right? Let them fully say what they need to say, then examine what they just said, then understand what they just said, then give your opinion or your judgment on what they just said, right? Because if you do that, you'll actually be able to see whether they're telling the truth or they're telling a lie, whether they're right or whether they're wrong, right? Right. And that goes with anything, But anyways, that's it on that. The point has been made. Hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom.